All right, welcome to another episode of MODD. It is victory week here for myself as well as Jose. How you feeling, man?
It's more than a victory week. We just got confirmation that Justin Fields is QB1 moving forward the way it should have been since day one. But, better late than never, right?
Exactly. I mean, the official Nagy confirmation. I don't know who else you're going to go to at this point, to be honest. You also got some other news, unfortunately. Montgomery, they announced is going to be out for about a good 4 weeks, is what his expected ETA is looking at right now.
Yeah, man.
How are you feeling in regards to confidence with the other running backs?
I'm good with our backups with Damian Williams, and man, it's tough. It's not only tough because like the kid's been special so far early on in the season, but it's also a killer to our bet.
Yeah.
So I don't know if any of the our backups are gonna make up that ground for me. So I don't know, man. I think I just might be eating this one up, chalking it as a loss early.
We can account it. We'll I think we can get all on board and make an exception that we can use the backups points or backup stats for Montgomery while he's gone.
The initial bet was that it was going to be whatever team's running back. So
yeah.
I don't know. We went into like the fine wording,
True.
The fine print on that. But either way, I think Zeke's going to run away with this because I'm not really too sold on Clyde Edwards at this point.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else. I don't think Clyde is even sold on himself. But before we go even further, you told me to prep a shot, so I did get some Jack Daniels already prepped.
Cheers, guy.
So cheers, homie.
When both of our teams win, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's time to party.
Exactly.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
So let me crack open this bad boy too.
Yes, sir. All right. So, how are you feeling after this? Let's start with the Cowboys.
Yeah, let's do it. Feeling good. I mean, everybody, a lot of commentators, everybody was saying Cowboys record still wishy-washy, still to be viewed. Let's see how they do against this number one defense in the NFL currently, which is the Carolina Panthers. And I don't see anything that can stop this offense as of right now.
I have to agree with that, man. It looked like Carolina was holding their own for a little bit.
Yeah.
The defense was holding out a little bit, and then just your defense just took over. I feel like, and having a takeaway each week, that's Quinn has been a game changer in that defense, and Dallas with a little bit of making changes out of left field, man. Dropping your boy.
Yeah, I mean, dropping Jalen Smith, especially he has been the vocal. It looked like he'd been at least a vocal leader. He wasn't showing up anything on the stat sheets.
Right.
Nor was he putting anything on the highlight types, and that could have been, the whole gist of it. But I think it's just the weird timing since they announced that they released him. It's currently, what is today? Today is Wednesday. It's currently 5:35. So that broke late last night, right? That they released him. So it's kind of more of the timing. I mean, because we can go back into the first episode and when I stated, they should make the move early because if they cut him, post June 1st, they save more money than what they did just now, where they didn't save any money. They would have at least saved a little bit of money if they would have cut him back then.
Even the Patriots got something for Gilmore.
Yeah. I mean, they got a six round pick for Gilmore.
It's weird that Dallas would just dump it and not have any type of,
I think maybe something else kind of went on. It's just because the timing is kind of a little off as far as like how they did this. I know a lot of teams didn't want to trade for him too because of his contract.
Yeah.
And, that's something big to take on, especially with the way that he's not actually playing to what that contract's actually worth as of right now.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything.
But I don't doubt he'll end up on a team somewhere ASAP within the next few weeks for sure, if not by the end of this week.
Right.
So we'll have to see what happens with Jalen Smith. I wish him the best. All the Tony Romo fanboys can calm down. Nobody's wearing number 9 anymore as of right now, so just chillax.
But hey, that's why we were seeing all his jerseys at TJ Maxx, man.
Right. We're gonna see some more, and then there's all these people like that were just retweeting these guys that had just like the week of this Panthers game said, "Oh, I just bought your number 9 jersey." Ruthless fans out there, man. Ruthless fans.
Terrible.
Just giving them shit. But back to the game. Hey, Dak Prescott, complete control of this offense. Zeke back to where he needs to be. He may not have that burst like Pollard does, but this 1-2 punch is working out. And again, another game of 100+ yards for Zeke himself. 7.2 yard average as well.
I don't see him being too upset about it either, as long as the team's winning. Everyone's eating right now. And Dak is just looking good, man.
I mean, all 4 touchdowns thrown by Dak went to all 4 different targets. One to Cooper, Schultz, Wilson, and then Jarwin. So, I mean, kid's making use of anything and everything in that offense, and I love it. And he looks calm. He looks composed in the pocket. I don't know how everybody still wants to doubt the kid. I mean, he's shown enough already that he's a top tier quarterback.
Facts. Can't complain, man.
But back on the defense side of the ball, hey, like we were saying, Trayvon Diggs, back-to-back interceptions, 4 in a row, 2 in this game himself. I mean, the kid's playing lights out. I mean, cornerback 1 for the season is pretty much cemented as long as this trajectory keeps going on. I mean,
hey,
it's crazy that the amount of production that the Cowboys are getting from this guy.
I just picked him up. I picked up the Dallas defense this week. So hopefully they can keep the streak alive and I don't jinx them. So we'll follow up on that next week.
If they don't, we all know whose head to come for.
My fault. It's fine.
No, but I like the pressure that's getting put on quarterbacks, man. I mean, this is a whole different Dallas defense. I expected them to be for sure better than last year. I did not expect them to be this good. This is just light years of what I thought was going to happen so fast as far as within this first year. Such a drastic turnaround for this team.
Hey, who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? So enough about the Cowboys. Let's go to the Bears now.
All right, man. This was just night and day. Night and day, and we know why. Matt Nagy gave up the play calling, and
as he should
have from the very beginning. Like last year they did this, and we saw a major improvement. And let's just go and just take a look. Week 3, we put up a magical 47 yards of offense. 47 yards, and we gave up 9 sacks. Let's fast forward to week 4 with a new play caller, 373 yards of offense. We put up 24 points. None of them were touchdowns thrown. Dave Montgomery was just balling out and was scoring some touchdowns before he got hurt.
Oh, man, but Fields had that nice dime, though. I'm just recalling this now. I believe it was to Mooney. Like, he almost got that corner of the end zone touchdown and just ran out of bounds.
Yeah, man.
But there's nowhere else you can drop that ball, and it was nice.
You can see the difference between Andy Dalton and, Fields. This guy is just dropping dimes, and he's only going to build his confidence with Mooney. And I've been seeing videos of them hanging out, so they're having some bro time together, and I'm all for that. We only gave up 1 sack this week, so I'm happy. The offense looked like it could be a powerful, explosive offense, especially when you just let the kid go out there and ball out.
And I think the perception of like Cole Kmet fans waiting for him, like fantasy-wise, for him to produce something, I don't think he's going to be that guy. Well, he's more used as a blocker, and that's where he like excels out. He supports so much as a blocker for the run game. He opens up so much holes.
That's the adjustment that was made from week to week, is that, hey, he might be sacrificing some offensive plays this season until we get this offensive line in order. But the kid is doing his job. He's protecting the QB right now, and I'm all for it. We're winning games.
I agree. I think once, the Bears shore up the O-line, I mean, gives them a lot of opportunity. I mean, Mooney getting this action. Hopefully Robinson starts getting work back in as soon as, Fields gets more comfortable with this offense. And we'll have to see. I mean, as long as they stick with the new play calling, I mean, it opens up previously from what was done last week for sure.
Yeah. And hopefully they can incorporate, Allen Robinson a little bit more. I would really like to have him get a new contract. that we're just talking about the offense right there, but the defense has been pretty decent. And, Khalil Mack and Quinn, that combo is working. It's working this season, and I'm excited. I'm excited for next week.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have you guys going to have a favorable matchup as far as the D-line goes. They have, I think it's the Raiders' right tackle. Can't remember his name. I think but he was just struggling with Bosa.
Yeah. Well, did you hear
in that game?
Did you hear what Bosa was saying in like the post game?
No.
Well, once they got to the quarterback a couple of times, he pretty much was insinuating that Carr was like a little baby. Like you could see the fear, and I kind of noticed it now that he had mentioned that. I kind of noticed that there was a play where he was kind of like scrambling and kind of started already like curling up in a ball before he was even going to like take the impact. And he said we could just smell the fear off of him. And this is something that, it's kind of stemming from last season where I don't know if it was last season or the season before that where, it seemed like he was crying at the line of scrimmage as he was calling out the play. So I don't know, man. People like the defensive line is smelling blood in the water when it comes to Derek Carr, and I'm all for it, especially with how good Khalil Mack and
when you guys got Mack, Quinn, Smith, maybe even add another Smith. Who knows how good that defense can even be better? Hey,
I don't know.
Jalen Smith wouldn't be a bad pickup at linebacker for the Bears.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of cap space right now.
True. It depends on what can get worked out. But hey, the guy just got fired from the Cowboys. He still has $7 million. Does he really need that much more money? He can do a couple mil for one more year, for the rest of the year. But anyways, Bears defense getting consistently better. Had a little bit of a shaky start the first couple of weeks, but they've been showing up these past couple of weeks.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have a shaky start when our offense was 3 and out most of the time. So now
that they can catch their breath.
Yeah, I mean it lets them be explosive, and I'm just all here for Hakeem Hicks just to dominate that Raiders line this week.
No, it'll be good. So what do you expect? I mean, Damian Williams, he's still didn't do bad. 8 yards. 8 carries, 55 yards, a touchdown. Still not bad on the ground. I mean, we'll get to see more of him now, see what this guy can do.
Yeah. He apparently he got hurt as well. He had like a thigh bruise coming out of last week's game. So word is he was full practice today, expected to take on most of the carries this week. So I'm excited to see him play. He had a whole year off to recover last year. He wasn't playing. So he has fresh legs. I don't know how explosive he's going to be compared to Montgomery.
Right.
He is going to be missed. But I think we have capable running backs.
Good running back stable. I mean, it always helps for sure. And it also always helps if you have one of the more mobile quarterbacks too. So I would expect Fields to probably work some magic anytime he sees green.
Right.
Well, let's go on to a little bit of fantasy updates. How are you doing so far in your leagues?
Well, I am number 1 in 2 of my leagues. And the other league that we're in together, I managed to move from the 10th spot, the last place spot, to I believe 3rd.
It's a long season. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. And not only did you lose to me last week, but you also took that L. And man, you took that L to my wife. So
Tom Brady did absolutely nothing for me.
You had 2 players, and you still lost. Oh, she
Mike
appreciates
Williams
that.
Shit the bed. Tom Brady shit the bed.
Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, yeah, she said thank you. Thank you for taking that L for her.
Yeah. Whatever, Steph. Whatever. Congrats on your dub.
Cheers on that.
But other than taking an L to your wife, I think I lost in our other league as well. In our family league, I got a much-needed dub. I made a lot of trades. My team, I'm already hitting the panic button in that team. How to make things happen. And sky's the limit. I did just trade for Montgomery, too, who got me a dub. But now I'm short in that flex.
Yeah.
But he was my flex running back. So I can make do with whoever else I have on the bench till he comes back.
Yeah,
he'll help me out later on in the season.
Hey, I'm open for trades, man.
I know. I need to get stuff going in the other leagues because I'm already slacking on those two. And I started off strong, and now I'm just coming down now. So
let me know.
We'll see what happens.
Taking all
orders open.
Yeah,
lines open.
All right. Lines are open, man. Oh, speaking of, I mean, we're still in our little challenge here within the podcast. Last week you only got 7 picks right, so you let me catch up. I got 12, so that brings it up, 25 to 30. Okay. And I'm still behind 5, but thanks. That was much needed.
Hey, how to make this more entertaining. There we go. It worked out that way. I thought we picked like most of the same teams last week. How did that happen?
No, you actually were you're being wild.
All right, I'll keep it tame going into this week. Keep it a little bit more competitive. We'll see what we can do there. But before we go to the pickems, let's just do our previews going into week 5. So let's go back to the Bears. You guys are going to be taking on the 3-1 Raiders, who just had that heartbreaker against the Chargers. So how are you feeling here?
I'm actually pretty excited. And reason being is that my brother-in-law, they're all Raiders fans.
Gross.
So we're actually going to be heading over to El Paso this weekend. So we'll be watching the game together, and
nice.
I'm going to be enjoying that win live. Like, it's not going to be like through text where I'm talking shit to them. It's going to be live in person, and I'm excited.
So you're gonna get kicked out and end up in a hotel room.
Well, most likely. But you know what? It's fine. It'll be worth it. No, but seriously, I think that with that offensive line person, like you said, that might be not playing this week. If he doesn't play, then that's an even better shot for us, especially with how shaky Derek Carr was. I mean, he started balling out towards like the end of the game, but he ended up showing the same. He ended up being the same Derek Carr that we know him to be.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a confidence issue.
Yeah, and it comes towards after he gets hit a couple of times. You start seeing that he's a little bit shaky. Now that Justin Fields doesn't have that question mark above his head, like, am I going to be starting? Like, we've already made that decision that he's going to be our QB1 moving forward. I think it's just one less stress to think about. Andy Dalton, being the fucking great guy that he is, or reached out to Justin Fields saying, I'm excited for you. I'm glad that I'm going to be here to witness this process with you. I'm here to help. Like, he's a stand-up guy. And I think Chicago's making him – he looks like a gangster on the sidelines. That beard that he has going on, like, I don't know. Chicago glowed him up a little bit.
Yeah. So I think I saw a report. Maybe you either liked it or retweeted it. I saw it from somebody that Justin Fields' parents were in town. They were going to celebrate with him as far as him getting the starting spot. But he was like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to watch film.
Yeah. He pretty much –
that speaks volumes about the kid.
His parents were in town, and they said, you know what, son? Fuck you. We're going to go celebrate. He stayed at home, was watching film, and I'm all for it. He's a baller.
Yeah. I mean, that just speaks about the kid's character. So hopefully, we see a good game out of him. What do you think score-wise? What do you think is going to be a high-scoring game, low-scoring game? What do you think?
Oh, man, I kind of expected to be – I mean, for us to have a chance to win, I think we have to keep them away from the end zone. We put up 26 points last week, so I'm thinking we'll keep it around there, but we have to keep them to like 14 to 17 points. So I'm saying 27-14.
27-14. Okay. No, that's reasonable. I would expect that as well. I mean, I think it's going to be more along I don't think the running game may get up to where it needs to be right off the bat without Montgomery. I think we might need to see a little bit more of a Fields' arm and hopefully a big game out of Robinson this game to make that difference.
Man, I would be excited to at least see him throw a couple touchdowns this week. Yeah. We need that.
Agreed. So let's move over to the other 3:00 game, I believe, is also for the Cowboys. And then, of course, Cowboys are going to be playing the abysmal New York Giants. I mean –
Whoa. Put respect on their name. They got a dub.
They did get a dub. They escaped from going 1-3, but still, there's a lot of key. I mean, Giants are just not that strong of a team. I don't see it. This should be a blowout. As well as the Cowboys are playing, this game should not be close. It should just be a blowout. I don't expect it. They should just stomp Jason Garrett and his Giants in the face.
This should be
like 36-14 is what it should be.
This should be set an example to the rest of your division. Like, we're gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, it really should. I mean,
and if the Giants actually make this a game, you know Stephen A. Smith is not gonna let y'all fucking just. Yeah. He's not gonna hear. You're not gonna hear the end of it.
I mean, he's been waiting to to put his cowboy hat on for 2 weeks.
He loves him.
Yeah,
he secretly loves him. That's the way I feel. It's always like the guy that picks on that girl, picks on him, but he has like the biggest crush on him. You know?
He probably does. I mean, I wouldn't blame him. I mean, it's the Cowboys. I don't blame him. It's hard not to.
That's just the way I feel.
But I don't know. I mean, the way that the offenses stack up, Giants have shitload of injuries on the offensive side of the ball. Hopefully the defense stays together as keeps that consistency with it. Another big game out of Trayvon Diggs. Be awesome if he gets another interception. I mean,
or a pick six this game.
Game. He's gotten one so far.
Yeah,
but another one to add to the record.
Just to add to.
He's up there already in the records right now. Like,
yeah,
he could have a record-breaking year not only at the cornerback spot but for the Cowboys as well. So that's pretty much one of the big keys. I mean, just as the defense can stay consistent, especially against a weak divisional opponent, and just beating the shit out of a sorry team. Can a good team do that like a good team's supposed to?
Yeah, this is like a tune-up game. This is a make you feel better about yourself game. And y'all just have to take advantage of it, man. And I won't mind it either because I have Dak in a couple of leagues, so I'm all for it.
This could be one of the games where he balls out, goes 300-plus yards, 4 touchdowns, and we may not see that much of the run game, but who knows which way. I mean, Kellen Moore guiding this offense, the creativity with it. He has full control of the offense, and what he dials up is just who knows? Who knows what the kid's going to dial up? He has so many weapons, so many packages to do. Kid's got it.
I'm super excited for him to be our head coach next season, so I can't wait.
Come on. He's not going anywhere. Look, this is what's going to happen. If they do good this year, McCarthy will stay for one more year. They're going to keep him. He's going to talk. Jerry Jones is going to go personally talk to Kellen and be like, hey, kid, this much. He's going to show him, there's going to be a briefcase full of money. Be like, this is yours. Just got to wait a couple more years.
He's going to be like, I need you to meet me in this suite. And it's going to be like a room full of girls.
It's going to be the Mufasa to Simba talk where he says, everything that the light touches is yours. That's going to be. It's going to be that same setup. It'll be outside the AT&T Stadium. That's what's going to happen. That same exact setup, but a whole suitcase full of money.
Oh, fuck. I don't know, man.
I mean, I'd be surprised if he goes anywhere. I mean, there's no doubt that there's going to be a lot of teams looking for him for sure, especially if this consistency keeps up with for Kellen Moore. A lot of teams will be looking at him, and he'll make a good head coach, offensive coordinator, wherever he goes. But
I'm excited. It should be another obviously you have the better, matchup compared to us. But if we can beat the Raiders, I mean, we have a tough 6-game stretch coming up. We have Raiders, Green Bay, Tampa Bay. It's going to be rough. So if we can get this dub, it might swing things for us.
I mean, especially against a 3-1 Raiders team. If you guys get this, I think it's just that it's like you just said, it's definitely a big momentum swinger for you guys, and it just kind of gets those competitive juices going. Just makes you back, getting back into it, back into the game, back into the season.
Yeah, so, it makes us just feel a little bit better going into Green Bay and whooping that ass too.
And I like seeing Happy Bears Twitter. Depressed Bears Twitter is kind of sad. I prefer Happy Bears Twitter.
I don't know if it's sad. It's a different word. I wouldn't say it's sad. It's toxic.
All right, fair enough.
Toxic. And it's been like that for the last couple years. The only light that we saw was when we drafted, Justin Fields.
Yeah. And
then it quickly, went toxic again when, they said Andy Dalton's our starter. So, like I said, your offensive coordinator is going to be our head coach next season, and we're going to go to the Super Bowl.
All right. We'll see what happens. Let's go to the week. Excuse me. Let's go to the week 5 pickems. You're killing me with that.
All right. I just sent you a text because I fucked up and didn't give this to you earlier.
All good. I got it pulled up now. So we got Thursday night football. We got the Rams at Seattle. Who do you got here, Jose?
Oh, I'm gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna go with Seattle here.
Okay. I'm gonna take Rams here. I'm gonna go with the Rams. So next you got the Jets at Atlanta.
Actually, they're in London, so make sure that you adjust your fantasy lineup because we have 8 o'clock.
Is it 8 a.m. when that game starts?
Well, for us, it's 8 a.m.
That's disgusting.
So, I mean, it is what it is. I expect a big game from Cordell Patterson, who's just having a career season right now. Like, he's balling out.
He had 3 touchdowns last week.
I'm just...
And he mossed somebody in the corner of the end zone.
I miss him being a Bear, but I'm glad that he's doing well over there.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Atlanta wins in London.
I'm going to go with Atlanta as well. Sucks for any Mike Davis fantasy owners like myself because Cordell Patterson is getting the lion's share.
I heard he's going to get a little bit more work, but, you know, when you have Cordell...
But Mike Davis is also like a pass-catching running back, so like that takes all the pass plays out from Mike Davis. Especially, so that kind of hurts us since we're in PPR leagues.
Right.
But hey, Patterson, it's good to see a guy like that have a little bit of a revival for his career. Then you got Green Bay at Cincinnati. You know, I'm gonna go Cincy on here. I don't like that Green Bay defense.
I'm going Cincinnati too.
I just don't really care for that Green Bay defense, man. And Joe Burrow, the weapons that he has.
And he might be getting Higgins back this week too, so that'll be good.
Let's go Cincy here for the upset. Then you got Detroit at Minnesota. I'm going to go Vikings here. I like Vikings at the house.
I'm going to say Detroit gets their first dub.
Okay. First up for Detroit. Man, I mean, the game against you guys, though, so many mental errors.
Yeah. I mean, we played a good game, but we also got lucky because you could see them kind of like get better as the game was progressing.
But the defense, y'all's defense, never let them fully recover.
Exactly. But
like they didn't let big plays happen.
I think the biggest thing that they've been having is that they haven't had a good combined game. With the offense and the defense clicking. Like, it's been fuck-ups on one side, first half, the other side, the second half. So I think they can bring it all together this week and get a division win and just send the fucking Vikings just back down. They would be doing us a favor.
Then you got the Broncos at the Steelers at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh still looking super shaky. There was that clip that was going around. I think it was Juju Smith-Schuster, where he was trying to like extend for he was trying to extend for the first down. Sorry, first down, and he was still like 5 yards away from it.
No,
this team, they look lost, man.
Look good, and I think
he looks his age. That's the sad part. Like again, they should have got rid of
he's not even
4
like
years ago.
He's old, but he's not like that old.
But he's not on the TB12 method though.
Exactly. Like, you know, every week after they lose, they just show like Big Ben has this injury, and they always like retweet that one picture where he has like ice on both soldiers and his fucking knees. Like he's banged up. He's had motorcycle accidents. Like he's banged up.
I think the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz right now.
Yeah,
put some oil in those gears. So who are you going on with here?
I'm going Denver.
I gotta go Denver here as well. Then you got Miami at Tampa Bay. I'm gonna go Tampa Bay here. Tom Brady's gonna get that record.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to go against Tampa Bay right now. I think they did. Like he got lucky.
Yeah.
This past week.
I mean, they're throwing in a monsoon type weather as well.
Yeah,
so.
but still, like.
Oh yeah.
the only one because of a missed field goal. Like, he didn't win. Like, I know they like geared it, and the narrative was like he went into Foxborough and he won and this that. Like, he didn't.
It
like,
wasn't. It was a sloppy game. Yeah.
It was a sloppy ass game, and there was a missed field goal.
Yeah.
Like, Belichick played the game the way he was supposed to, and he was supposed to get that win with that kick. And that whole storyline is so now, like, his story is like, I mean, it's a lot bigger than it should be, I think. But
yeah, it's Tom Brady though. At the end of the day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad that he got in there.
Yeah.
He was emotional. He was hugging everybody. Everyone cheered for him. But it's like, okay, we're gonna cheer for you at the beginning of the game. During the game, I want you to fucking die. Like, they wanted him to pay, right?
Trade him.
Yeah. So it was a cool game. It was a rainy game, and the theatrics were there, setting it up for the field goal. Like, it was a perfect game, and he missed. So
to me, it was just a little underwhelming. Like, I expected him to go throw like 6+ touchdowns.
Well, and he would have if the weather permitted.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Gronk wasn't there, and you could see that they missed him.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that.
So both going Tampa here. Next, we got New Orleans at Washington. I'm going to go NOLA. I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the games where Jameis Winston throws for like 300+ yards and 3 touchdowns.
I'm going to go Washington here.
Boo. Then you got Philadelphia at Carolina. Going Carolina. They're going to get a bounce-back win here.
Yeah, same.
Then you got Tennessee at Jacksonville. I'm gonna go Jacksonville here.
I was too, but I need to make some points, so I'm gonna go Tennessee.
All right, fair. Then you got New England at Houston. I'm gonna go New England here.
I'm going Houston.
All right. Then you got Chicago at the Raiders. Of course, I'm going Chicago here. I know where you're going as well.
Yep.
And then we got Cleveland at the Chargers. Originally I'm thinking Chargers here, but I think I'm going to go Browns.
Okay, I'm going Chargers.
All right, then you got the Giants at Dallas. I'm going to go Dallas, of course.
Yep.
Then we got San Francisco at Arizona. Man, Arizona, they can like score 4 touchdowns in the span of like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't, like, they're wild right now.
Yeah, I gotta go Cards right now. I mean, that offense is just stupid good.
Man, and I'm thinking about catching a Bears game now that I know that they might not be at Soldier Field for much longer. So the game that might be available for me to like go is the Arizona game.
Oof.
So I don't know if I want to like pay that much money to go and take the L.
It's going to be a tough game.
It's going to be a tough game. But, man, if I'm there to witness them knock off the Cardinals, I don't know. I might have to do it.
What week is it? What week would that be in?
It's December 6th, I think. Okay. So it's later on.
Maybe see how injuries play out.
Well, I mean, I would have to get like all the tickets and shit like right now.
That's fair. True. I don't know. It's still be a good gamble. I mean, it's going to be a good team.
I mean,
and it would be nice to see that upset win.
That's what I'm saying. And now that I have confirmation that Justin Fields is our QB1, man, I might be buying tickets tomorrow.
Well, I have tickets for the November, I think it's 14th game. So I'm going to see the Cowboys dice up the Falcons. So that's gonna be a fun watch.
I like it. Jerry World.
Yes, sir. So then where are we at? We're at Arizona. So we got Arizona here for both of us. Next, you got Buffalo at Kansas City. That Buffalo defense is looking badass at the moment. I'm going to go Buffalo here. Kansas City has been a little bit shaky in some of their wins and some of their losses as well.
Okay, I'm going to go KC.
All right. Lastly, we got the Monday night game. We got Indianapolis at Baltimore. I'm going to go Baltimore.
Yeah, I have to go Baltimore too. I don't see I don't see Carson Wentz
and
picking
his
up that dub.
Broken lower half of his body, whatever else is going on with him. I don't know, man. That guy's going to have a short career. I wouldn't doubt it.
Sorry, guys.
Well, that wraps up for this week. I mean, coming off of 2 big dubs for both the Bears and the Cowboys. Hopefully it keeps on rolling that way. I wish you the best, Jose.
Yeah, man.
It's exciting. I mean, we're going into week 5 now.
It's good times when the arrow's pointing up.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm just going to enjoy this ride and hope that we go to Las Vegas and we whoop that ass. I know you're going to get this dub this week. I do want to say, fellow Chicago or fellow Dallas fan, Frank the Tank, firefighter. Cheers to that guy. It was his birthday. I want to say yesterday.
Happy birthday, Frank.
Happy birthday, Frank. Are we done here?
That's it. I mean, you can always hit your go-to.
Oh, yeah. Hey, cheers, guy. And hit that shit, both of you.